Hello and welcome to another episode with the Autistic Angler, and this one is another underwater video at Victoria Pier, as you can see. So there's nobody fishing, just a pigeon. Let's see how, it's not very clear, and the bloke taking some pictures, not pigeons. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, it's still not very clear, but there seems to be a bit of clarity. Hello, what's this? Really? Somebody's left a chair there. There's the round tower and there's the spinnaker. So I'm using my boat rod, which is a Daiwa Strike Force, and yeah, that's a Daiwa, what's it? Sea Line. Yeah, and that's what I use to do my underwater videos with. And you've seen that before. That's my GoPro, and that's the mounting thing that I've made. It seems to work quite well, as you saw. Yeah, see, it's got a couple of weights on the bottom to hold it. I couldn't get any rag, so I'm using up some dendrobrinas, whatever they're called, worms anyway, to see if that will work. I'm sure it'll work for the little fish. Talking about little fish, take note. So here we go then. It's late in September, so I'm expecting to see a lot of summer species down here. So let's have a look. Nothing really to see straight away, is there? Wait for that seaweed to get out of the way. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, there you go. Pollock and smelt and wrasse. What's that? Bit of somebody's line down there. Yeah, they're cork wings. And you can see some pollock in the back. So the pollock seems to be everywhere around there at the moment. Outside of the structure. Oh, there's a... Was that yeah. A greeny ballan wrasse. Now look. They don't seem to be bothered about it being an earthworm, do they? Oh, I thought that one was hooked then. Right, so that pollock looks a bit skinny. All those smelt there, so there can't be any bass around. Look at them just sat there. And as you'll see later, can't get away from them. So it's high summer because there's thousands of smelt around. Pouting, oh, that's the first one. So, another skinny pollock. I've noticed at this venue there's not many pouting, whereas down on Eastleigh there's hundreds of them. Yeah, it's lovely and clear, this picture this time. This is the difference here, because there's not too much depth to the water, whereas at Eastleigh Pier it goes down so deep it all turns green. So I hope you enjoy this nice clear one. And have a look around. I couldn't see a single crab anywhere on this video. Just fish everywhere you look. But I just love it. It's so clear, this one. I think this is my clearest video that I've done to date. So thinking about those pollock, I wonder if they're just really young ones, because I noticed in the harbour, around the corner in Camber Docks, there was quite a few really small babies. So maybe these ones are the ones that ventured out, because this is outside the harbour. So they probably ventured out and they're just trying to fatten up a bit. Loads of wrasse coming out. And these smell. I don't know if the bass actually eat them. I don't know if they've got anything. I guess the bass would eat them if they can get hold of them. But there seems to be so many of them, makes you wonder if they've got any predators. And for me, this is a sure sign in September that it's the end of the summer, because you see millions of these women smelt. But I noticed on this video there's no whitebait, just all these smelt. But maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe, for, say like the mackerel and other things, these smelt are too big, whereas the whitebait are perfect size for them. I don't know. So I guess I'll be taking it up soon and changing the bait. Or not changing it, but putting a new bit on, because I don't normally leave it down there for that long if I haven't seen any bites. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was picking up some rubbish. You'll see that on the end of the video. That's why I was taking so long. It was just amazing how much... Hello, what's that? Is that one of the little bass thing? No, it might have just been a fat smelt. I don't know. There might have been a bass actually, because a baby bass, because those are really thin to smelt. Hello. They're coming up close. Yeah, what I've done with this one, I've given you the whole footage, just so that you can actually see what's going on around the pier. And like I've done in other times, both on Eastney and down here, I move it around the different legs and the different, inshore and outshore bits of the pier, just to see if that makes any difference. And we'll see that there is. All these smelts seem to be on the outside, the seaside of the pier, rather than the shore side. And the wrasse obviously seem to mainly be in amongst the structure. What's that big thing down the bottom? Did you see that then? Actually, I know what it is, because they come into... In fact, you would have seen it, probably. Depends which thumbnail I've put up. But yes, there's still one or two bigger fish around. And can we guess what the bigger summer fish are? Yeah, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Mullet. So, yeah, I don't think the rest of the video is going to be quite a TV show of smelt like this one is. See that one there on the right? He looks a bit fat for a smelt, doesn't he? I think he is though. No, he is. He's just a fatty smelt. When I was editing this, I spent a long time staring in the distance, and you can just see one or two ghostly shapes moving around that are a lot bigger than the smelt. What was that down the bottom? What was that down the bottom? That looked like a large bit of seaweed, but I hadn't noticed that before. I might have to go back and look at that myself. Oh, it might have just been the top of the wrasse. So there we go. Okay, I don't know why I'm showing you this. This looks like it's out of sync now. Oops. Yes, it might be on this one. As you see, I do catch a fish. I think I put that clip in the wrong place. Oh, there you go. You can see a small pollock there. So, oh, that looks like what it was that we were looking at. Now there's a better sized pollock. Look. Look at all these wrasse in here. tons and tons of them. There's a couple of pouting in amongst this lot as well. So these are all cork wings. And what's that top left? Yeah, that's another pollock, I think. Strangely, all the cork wings here have got their black dots. Now, the black dots on their tails seem to signify male or female, but the damn stupid things, I think, of one of these fish that change sex as they're growing up. So they could, some of them can have the spot and some of them can't quite have the spot. Now, there's another little green wrasse. So, let me say at this point, thank you very, very much to everybody. Oh, that was a big wrasse. To everybody that's commented on my video the other day when I said I was having a break from making the videos. Your support has been overwhelming. Sorry I couldn't reply to the 90+ messages I had of support, but thank you to each and every one of you. It really has put a lump in my throat, and I can't believe how supportive you all are. Thank you again to absolutely everybody. Now, as you would have seen, this is the one where the blooming thing. So sorry about that. I got the clip in at the beginning instead of the end. But hey, it's only a cork wing, bless it. As you've seen, I'm not putting the videos out every 3 days, and I'm not going to do that now. That stress I put on myself of producing a video every 3 days meant I had to get out and get some content worthy of putting up every 3 days. Now, where I live, and with what you lot like watching, that was so difficult. There is this that I like doing and that I like doing, but you lot don't seem to like watching this, or you don't seem to watch this or that. I got myself in a terrible state. I was losing sleep. I was going fishing and leaving stuff behind because I didn't know what to take with me, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just rushing, trying to get a video put up. I've got to put a video up. I've got to do another one. Hello. There we go. There's a mullet. So what I've decided for the moment, I'm on the back burner with videos. I will carry on producing when I feel like it. Like this one. This one, now normally I'll go down, do an underwater and get it ready to go up that day. This one I've been editing and mulling around with for over a week now, and this has been much better because I've been able to cut out all the little bits where I'm putting it on the hook and the bits where I'm jumping around the video, the things going all over the place. I know I left some of the footage here for you, but I just find it fascinating when it's this clear. Now, see what I mean about the GoPro, look. As it was swinging round out from outside, it went all dark, and then it goes all clear again when it's something to do with its photochromatic side of the GoPro. And you've seen that on some of the other videos. It's just almost unwatchable. But you can see it's quite a murky day in the water, but we're still getting some good footage. Those pollock and half slim. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, so with regards to doing the videos, what I'm doing at the moment, I've actually been out fishing, just doing what I wanted to do. For example, the other day, I couldn't get any ragworm, and Jamie wanted to go and spin for some bass. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'll go and get some rag, and I'm going to just go and dip with a silly little ice rod I've got, like I did for the LRFing, but with real bait. I went down with Jamie. Well, I couldn't get any rag from the shop. They didn't even have a single or half a bit of a rag there. So I bought some dendrobinas. There you go, that's the word I couldn't say. Dendrobinas. You try spelling it as well. So I bought some dendrobinas, and I put much smaller bits that I've got on this size 4. I put really tiddly bits on a size 16. And in 2.5 hours, I got over 20 fish. And yeah, there were gobies, bleddies, lots of different species of gobies and bleddies and wrasse. And I had great fun, but I didn't make a video of it. because part of me thought, well, you lot don't like it? I do. I'm going to go fishing. And I went fishing and I had a great fun. Really enjoyed myself. And I did something else as well. I went out fishing somewhere. Oh, I went fly fishing with Steve as well, which was on a club stretch, so I couldn't do any videoing there. But I'm going out now, doing what I want to do, and I'm taking the stress off of me of producing the videos. So what I'm going to do is put videos out well, not as frequently as I did, and I don't want to actually put them out regularly, say like TA Fishing does every Friday night. I think I'm going to put them out when I feel like putting them out, so that I take the pressure off me of having to perform and having to find something to video. I'd much rather now just go out when I want to go out, and if I want to video, I'll video, and if I don't, I don't. So bear with me, people, please, because I want to give you content that you like watching, and this is sort of, well, I know you all like watching the underwater stuff. I'll endeavour to get some better bait on the hooks next time, but I don't worry too much about these, because these underwater things aren't about necessarily me catching the underwater fish, or catching the fish and it being seen underwater. It's more about looking at the fish behaviour underwater. And you can see it wasn't a particularly clear day down there, but I thought, as it's a new venue, I'd just let it all run so you can see how much tackle there. Where are these bloody crabs? How many crabs there are, and what fish there are in what locations. And as you can see, on this instance, there's not a lot. Anyway, so yeah, the videoing. At the moment, I haven't got a schedule in my mind that, you know, I'm going to do this week or this tomorrow or whatever. And for the people that did send me those lovely comments, you seem to be quite happy for me to just put a video up when I feel like it, rather than doing it every so often, because, like I keep saying, my anxiety kicked in something terrible. My GP actually feels that my anxiety disorder is much more prevalent than my autistic spectrum disorder as well, and all the other rubbish that I've got going on in my brain. What's that up there? That was a long smelt, was it? Haven't seen any sand eels down here or anything else, just, like I say, tons of smelt. There is a couple of bass swimming around under the structure. Not massive ones, but I don't know if we saw those then. I'm just waffling at you rather than looking. No, that's a smelt over there. Yeah, so there you go. I'll video when I think there's something to video, I guess. I'll carry on doing these underwater ones because I did say I'll do one a month on Pier now. Then obviously over the winter you won't see the mullet, you won't see the I guess you won't see a great deal if there's no pouting around. The pollock will probably be around and the bass will be around, much like they were over at Pier. Anyway, so you carry on watching this then. See what you can. I don't know what that was, a longer fish. See what you can spot or see, and I'll, like I say, stick videos up when I can find something worth sticking up, and when I do some sticking up of videos. Of course, the other problem that I've got with doing videos around here is that it's pretty difficult to catch fish around here. I mean, we're just coming into the whiting season now. Another month and all the whiting will be in. So it won't be difficult to catch them. But who wants to see videos of me catching loads of whiting? I certainly don't. I mean, to be honest, some of these underwater things, I'm thinking, okay, this is just much the same again. It's a different bit of seaweed, but it's still just wrasse, really. But I'll carry on pumping these underwater ones out once a month. Because like I say, you all seem to like watching them, especially down at Pier. Right, is there any bass as I come up this time? Oh, yes, there was, wasn't it? Don't know if that was a bass or a mullet, but there was something just there. This time, look, all I'm doing is coming around the corner down here then. I didn't bother changing the worm because they didn't seem to like the worm. That looks a bit mulletish up there, doesn't it? Right. Yeah, that's a bass, isn't it? No, that's... Yeah, that was a bass, wasn't it? Or was that a pollock? Oh, I don't know. There is some bass in here, I know that. In the video somewhere. Oh, or is this one coming now? In the middle on the right there, is that one? Yeah, that's a bass. There you go. Right, so there is some bass around. Another green ballanrass. Yeah, but the colouring on the ballanrass, that gets me. Predominantly dirty brown. And then you get these blue and lime green things. Weird, some of the colourings of them. Anyway, I think I've probably bored you to death now. So, I'll stop talking and you can see what happens for the rest of the video. And I'll put a bigger bait on at the end, and that's quite interesting seeing what happens with that as well. So, you carry on watching it then. And, once again, thanks for all your support. whilst I was there, I picked up this lot. I was quite surprised to find it all there. But let's have a look. So, a bit of rope. I think that is an X-hook. That would have been a blooming big hook. That can go in the bin anyway. So, rather big three-way swivel. Oh yeah, talking about random stuff. A nail. Never know when that's going to come in handy. One of these little clips. I think that's more from some like kids necklace or something. One of these little clips. As you can see, most of this is fishing. This is a compartment slot divider from one of those plastic make box things. I need to tell you what that is. Couple of these little rings, I've seen them before from something or other. Now, let's get down to this lot. Look at those little beads, and there's loads of them. I think somebody knocked over their tackle box. They sort of glow, and an assortment of bigger beads, and some little swivels. There was loads of sequins there, but I couldn't manage to get them all. And pretty obviously a load of line. Now, some of this line, that hook's in better days. And there's not hook, that swivel, and there's a really small bent hook there. Look at what I've got amongst this lot. Little Meps. That's got a rusty hook on it. So I'll cut that off, put a split ring on, put another hook on there, that'll be fine. Yeah. Some more hooks and stuff. And all this was just another swivel. In fact, that's a little clip. All this was just lying around on the pier. And as you've seen, the pier's not very big. That's from a set of feathers or something. So I'll put the line in my recycled bin, in my line recycling bin, which, by the way, is actually getting quite full. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. There's a cap got in there, that shouldn't be in there. I'm going to have to get this down to a tackle shop at some point. And obviously the beads and everything else I'll keep.